I said the first one is women,
yes.
Second one is children, the last cell is for men. Then there's the toilet. That is what he's saying. The statement of Mukhwana, and I urge the country to be very careful with such statements. That statement has not been put to cross-examination. That statement, once it is tested in court, that is when the veracity of that statement comes in.
Okay.
The IPOA will record almost 1,000 statements. Others will record statements based on what they have been instructed to do. Others will record statement based on what they saw. Others will record statement based on what they hear. The quality of the statement, the quality of the evidence in a criminal procedure is when that is put to test. Then the quality of that statement will also come if it is corroborated by others. If it is an isolated statement that was recorded when others who were present are of a different view, that statement now becomes just a statement. I am not trying to criticize that statement, but I'm only advising as a lawyer that for now, IPOA will be told everything.
Okay.
IPOA will be told everything. IPOA must sit, and I've given the scenario. One, the scene of the murder. And the reason as to why the law in section 385, 386, and 387 and 388 of the CPC demands that any death in a police cell, circumstances must be established through an inquest, where the first complainant that triggered this process comes and testifies. Then anybody who was around, anybody who has information, anybody anywhere is allowed to give evidence in an inquest. The magistrate goes to the scene. Very many Kenyans don't know the scene I've given at Central Police Station. Then a finding is made. His finding says, Omari, all the evidence leads to you as the probable cause of the death of Ojwang. The file is sent to the DPP. The DPP looks at that evidence. Is it enough? Is it sufficient? Does it meet the threshold to charge under the decision called the decision to charge? If yes, then the DPP now says arrest Omari and charge. What we are doing now is a reverse of what the law says. And it is very easy in such an investigation to find a cover-up, because Omari will be arrested and be said, this is the killer. You cannot scream that arrest also so and so. But in an inquest, the public participates. Anybody who has evidence produces. And you saw it yesterday. We were raising it before the court that automatically this process is illegal. It is good politically that there are people arrested. It is good to keep the country interested that these things are going on. But the reality of the matter is that if, as it is, it proceeds, the killers might survive in the High Court when they raise the technicality that it was a miscarriage